go early. That's not English. Why don't we go live 5 minutes early? Don't need the password on the screen anymore. They can turn that off. That was from yesterday. There we go. All right. Hello, gamers. Round 3. Here for another week. Little disclaimer again. If anyone was here last night, I was on about my throat starting to get a bit like just a bit sore and the ears tingly. The throat is definitely it's weird. Like it's not sore, but it almost feels like it's like closed up a little bit, if that makes sense. So like if I swallow, it's like you got to put a bit more force into it. And I do have a little bit of a headache, so I definitely think the illness is creeping its way in. But hopefully it doesn't affect us too much tonight. I'll try and we'll keep it as a nice chill one today, like quite mellow, and we'll see how it goes. No, I don't think so, Lee. So I've not been told that I am. So I'm just going to roll with it. I think we should all be good. I think I've managed to survive. But then again, I don't think anybody's been banned for leaving last week. It's not just a case of it's just me. I think there was multiple people and nobody's in trouble by the looks of it. So that's a W. That's good, that's good. Where you change your name other people see, are you on about in general or are you on about in aerial races? Because in general it'll just be in your profile. On bikes, like in the main menu, you go to profile and you change it there. And if it's not shown in aerial races, you have to change your name on my MXB in your profile in there. We'll put it down to a mechanical, you know. To be fair, I showed all of the clips of just before I rage quit last week in that Discord, and Ryan, who's one of the mods, was like, you know what, valid crash out. So maybe he's on my side, who knows. But yeah, we're going to try again this week. We've got a bit of Trentino action. This is the track from 2 years ago that I'm just riding around right now, because the track layout is the same as the one that's going to be releasing today. But I think the one that comes out today definitely looks a lot rougher, a lot bumpier. Ruts look a bit more techie. Just need to get the fingers a bit warm on the two-stroke as well, because Splash has also sent me a setup that he made for Rex, which is on the KTM rather than the Husky that I was using, and it feels pretty good. So we're gonna try the KTM out today, see how she goes. And then I think, yeah, just qualifying is going to be the hardest thing, because I suppose once you make it into the motos, it doesn't really matter how you do after that. You've done the hard bit. Did your first 10k in a long time, and boy, do you feel it? Yeah, they're not easy to do by any means, unless you're like pretty damn active. How long are we going to keep doing this dance for, Steiner, until you give up? How long is it going to last? Everyone's doing well today, though. I think a lot of people would still be off of school or work, wouldn't they? It's just since it's Easter still. Some people not so much. Linda's just been off playing Sims for the last like 3 days straight. Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how today's going to go. Because riding around tracks I already know is one thing, but then trying to learn a new track, completely different story. Thank you very much, Bailey. I'm supposed to be ready for the weekend. Well, I don't think so, Benjamin. I'm guessing there's no chance of us going out for a midweek thing again. And if there is a chance of us doing that, then your arm should definitely be ready. Because you've ridden plenty ahead of time. Do I run setup contracts? I don't have a contract for a particular setup, no. Yeah, so my plan, because there's probably a few people that were enjoying real life yesterday whilst I was streaming. My plan for the rest of the Supercross and for the rest of the GPs is to try and qualify for them all on a two-stroke and just see how it goes. Mostly because it's a very good excuse for not doing well if I'm on a bad bike. But the other thing is just try and keep things a bit fresher for me again. Because even if I ride like the quote-unquote meta bikes, like the Yami, I'm still really like a fifth position at best guy these days, just with how fast everyone is, and that doesn't really do it for me. So then you could just go down the route of riding other 450s, but then you kind of get frustrated at how bad they are in comparison to like the Yami. So I think the next best thing after that, to try and inject a bit more fun into it, is to ride something just completely different altogether. Which reminds me, actually, Steiner, stop it. Thank you. Thank you, though. That reminds me, let me quickly message Ryan and just remind him to allow two strokes on the servers for qualifying. I don't want him to have to take the servers down completely and put them up again. Assuming we're not getting OEMs anymore, I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I think a lot of the general community are better in the loop about that than I am. I've not checked any OEM news or Discord or anything for a very, very long time. The two strokes are very, very weird. Hey Cam, I told you the rules. I told you the rules. I did say, gamers, in Aerial today, that if Cam finishes for top 3 overall on a two-stroke today, that I would join Aspect, so it's down to him. Nobody else. I threw it out there. But yeah, having more fun on the two-stroke, it's weird, because if you are riding well on the two-stroke, it feels great, like it's so fun. Thank you, Alex. But they're a lot harder to ride well. Like, they're a lot wobblier, just where they're lighter, the bike's not quite as planted. If you get a little bit off balance in a corner, you kind of feel the effects of it a lot more. So I think it could be a love-hate relationship. But then hopefully the more that I ride it, the more comfortable I am on it, the more I understand its characteristics, and hopefully as the weeks go on, we just get better and better on it. The only downside... Thank you, Oz. The only downside... Never, is if we do then get bored of the two-stroke, your only real options are the KTM and the Husky, maybe the Gas, because all the other ones are pretty booty cheeks. Whereas at least on a 450 you got a couple more options if you just want to mix things up. Like that, I don't think I would have crashed there on a 450. I think the bike would have just tanked the bumps. Because I was leaning a little bit too far to the left on the exit and the front started to go, it just fully went on me. Don't do it, Daredevil, join Moto Academy. No, Alex won't pay me, so I'm not joining. Not joining anything. Nothing at all. The reason that I said I would join Aspect if Cam gets top 3 on the two-stroke today is because I know Cam cares too much about the championship that he would not ride a two-stroke. So I know that it is a non-possibility. That's how it be. Would Aspect pay me? No. I told them to pay me as well. They will not. Just join Black Rifle? Pay me. It's going to be my answer to any team. Just pay me. It's because I could not give a fuck about what letters are at the end of my name in MX Bikes. It does not bother me in the slightest. Since most of the time I just run random gear and bikes that I find in my files. He'll pay you after outdoors. #Aspect. Well, the longer that I keep putting it off as well, the more like little donations I get at a time, and it will all add up. So I'm just going to keep saying no. Yeah, but after sounds a bit suspicious. 26 Trentino looks tougher, I agree. Completely agree. Looks a lot more tricky. Just playing on this one right now just to learn the layout of the track or get a feel for the layout. The lines are probably going to be different. She does struggle on some of these off-camber turns. No, missed that completely. Yeah, the way around this is I join Aspect for one race and then leave again afterwards, and then I technically have joined. I couldn't tell you what my fastest lap around here is, I've got no idea. Slide out scrub was wicked. Unfortunately, on the two strokes now, you are sliding 90% of the time, so you just kind of have to embrace it and go with the slide. Maybe not quite that much though, that's a little bit too much. I wish there was a way to make the front end as solid as it is on the 450s though, because that's just the biggest disadvantage I've found. It limits your corner speed in a lot of ruts. Gonna have to stretch that tabletop out every single lap as well. Oh, she's not turning in as much as I'd like today. I don't know what the fork offs is. It's a paid SPX setup, so I'm not going to have a look at it on stream. Nor am I going to go and change it, to be fair. Well, actually, I was about to answer your question there, Joshua, but it looks like Rex is here. No, I've not tried it, Rex. I think you sent it to me a little bit late because I practiced for like a good hour or so today on this one. So I've not done the other one. A little bit too late to change. Got no idea, Freddy. Again, there's a reason that I always just run stuff that people send me. I do not know how to go about changing bikes or setting up bikes. If there's anything on this entire game that I am clueless about, it is that. Yeah, the two strokes are arse now. If you gave me like the 2024 two strokes, it would be very, very easy still. But I do think this is going to be a challenge to even get a top 35 time. So she's just not gripping, not turning. But then every now and then, you get a couple corners that flow like that, and it feels good. But she's a lively old girl. And then we got until track release. I've only got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes until we realise just how difficult this track's going to be. Based on the track preview that I saw, I don't know if you're going to be able to rail that corner as well as I did there, which is going to make that uphill triple quite tricky to clear. Yeah, that's correct, Ross. They don't not allowed to ride 252 strokes in the 250s. I generally can't give you exact times when the actual races will be. Qualifying starts in just under 35 minutes, though. Damn, is that a locally... Is that like a little... I've now got a female flex that I see there, BH. I see what you're doing. Alright, what's the time? Well, the last 5 minutes always goes really, really slowly. We've got just over 3 minutes left. Oh, I don't know, it sounded like a little flex to me. Get the fan on for a second. It's not turning on. There we go. I had someone in the stream yesterday asking if I have a wife and kids, and then now Soldier asking how the wife's doing, so I don't have a wife or kids. I have to babysit the chat a little bit from time to time, that's kind of as far as it goes. I will say, if we do qualify, our chances of getting an absolutely outrageously bad start go through the roof even more. Because again, where these bikes are so arse now compared to what they used to be back in like 2024, you have no chance of pulling a good start. So I'm going to have no choice but to try and check up and then sneak my way through. But then, and obviously if you're going into the corner in like 30th, there's 29 riders in front of you that you have to just pray that they don't crash right in front of you or suddenly cross over, or if they do crash then their bike doesn't cartwheel. So the odds are not really in your favour. But I think that's part and parcel of it. What are we looking like now? 1.5 minutes. We're getting close. You switching off the KTM? I'll be honest, Chase, I don't think that's your issue in these races. I think Wash has just been a bit of an animal when he's been getting out the gate. You can definitely get out the gate well on the KTM, especially with the quick shift. You just have to lean the right amount. Right, let's close this down. 30 seconds left. Right, so if I load up Discord, somebody should be ready to insta-copy and paste the password. And then if I open up Trentino Pro, WinRAR, right, mods, tracks, 2026 GPs. Don't care that my free trial has expired. Right. Should be looking good to go any second now. I'll wait for someone like Reed to type in a completely wrong password. So then I'll wait for the second person to post one. So he's starting his typing. Pro said, this track is arse already. That's crazy work. I thought that one was fake. They just got posted then. It started with LYN. I thought he was saying like Lins, but no, that is correct. Good stuff. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's got in trouble for it, Oliver. Guys, why are we arguing in the fucking chat again? What's wrong with all of you? can you not just all like sit and chill and enjoy your Easter holiday and just watch some MX bikes without going at each other's throats all the time? Snap said I'm a waste of space. Well, I mean, Snap is clearly a very, like, miserable person. So the best thing you can do is just sit and ignore him and let him do his thing. Learning from old Filthy Phil. That's not too shabby. Oh my god. That is... I've seen one corner. That is already so much rougher than the rest. Oh my god. That's so much rougher than the 2024 version. Holy. Well, let's see what this suspension's made of then, shall we? Just during a check there. They still might be able to step on top of that. Might be able to. That's alright. I'm just going to take all of the lines that I saw B-Clay take for the first lap, just to try and get around the track a little bit. Oh, we can hit the little cup down there and try and get back into a rut. Where are we filtering into? Not sure about that one yet. I don't know if it must be the reshade that Brad uses, that because it makes the track look really dark and you can't actually see how deep the bumps go because of the darkness of the video. But like these are much rougher on my screen than what I saw in that preview look. Oh, front end tried going. Oh my Christ. Boy, this is so bumpy. Holy. This is not what I needed. I needed the track to be faster so I could get the most out of the two-stroke. Oh, this looks very, very difficult. To be fair, I know we are still talking about him a little bit. He did say that his dad said that. He didn't say it directly. So he could just be, you know, the typical 45, 50-year-old blue-collar worker. Has to work his arse off all day, every day. Has no freedom to do what he wants when he wants. So I can understand it. He just doesn't get it. It is what it is. Hope Rack sticks to his words. I do as well. Because it's nice seeing people that are actually competent doing well on these bikes. Because I said after Friday that somebody with thumbs would actually be able to do really well on that gas, and then Rax went and won it. Where'd you sign up for the marathon? Just Google it, Freddie. Like, I will say this though. But bearing in mind there's like 10 of them across the year. Please don't just sign up for the one that I'm doing because I'm going to be there. Because again, I'm probably not going to be interacting with anybody. I'm just going to be by myself, locked in, doing my own thing. I don't want to run with anybody else. Like, I'll say hello once and that's about it. So only do that one if it makes sense to you and for your own personal reasons. But those events are all over the UK throughout the entire year. Just type in like UK 50k ultramarathons, and I can't remember the exact name of the website. There's so many that you can sign up for. Because yeah, it's the same thing as like my mum was asking my brother if he wanted to do it with me, and then she told me after the fact, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, but I also don't want to run with him even if he's doing it as well. Like, I want to go my speed. Because if I'm a little bit slower than somebody else, then I'm going to have to run at an uncomfortable pace and gas out really quickly. If I'm a little bit faster than somebody else, I'm going to have to be constantly waiting and getting out of rhythm all the time. So yeah, I just want want to do it myself. That's how it be. Why can you hear me twice? Do you have it open on Twitch and YouTube at the same time? What gear am I running? That's a great question, because I haven't even looked at it. 1448. That's just what came on it. That's what it be. Sounds like that might be more of an issue on your end, Snap. I haven't seen anybody else complaining about it. Would love to see the sector and lap times. I've completed a single lap. What do you mean? I've just downloaded and practicing the track. I have no sector and lap times. This is just the learning before all the qualifying stuff begins. That's nice, staying like... not actually getting into the ruts there, you can kind of stay away from them. I'm going to throw it out there now. I think some people are going to get some really strange crashes in the races just from how some of these bumps are built, and they are not going to be happy about it. Alright, so there's some of this chop is crazy. But it is built to slow us down. And slowing us down is exactly what it's doing, holy. Oh, that's a very inconveniently placed bail. The suspension seems okay so far. I think a lot of the crashes I'm going to have today is going to be not following the ruts all the way through smoothly. Like if I'm leaning too far on the exit of the corner and the front end washes. What's going on with the shop? Same thing that happens every single week when one of these aerial tracks releases. The servers get overloaded and it takes ages to load. So, the same way as every single week, pre-download the tracks. Obviously the passwords don't come out until a certain time, but you can go on that website and download the track many hours before the password comes out. And then you haven't got to deal with the website pooing itself. Let's try middle rut instead of that tight inside. Oh, it drifts to the outside. That's a little bit more tricky. Because if you're in this rut just to my right here and you're cranked over, you can stay like quite high in it and you haven't got to worry about hitting your handlebars on the ground. Whereas if you're in this rut and cranked over, the ground's quite high here in comparison. So it's going to be easier for the handlebars to drag. So I'm thinking that middle one might be the move. Maybe, possibly. I think the plan today is going to be hoping that I get a fast couple of people in my lobby for qualifying and just see what lines they're taking and copy them. Oh, that's tough to get stopped and turned. Oh my Jesus. You see what I mean about leading a little bit too far on the exit? It just kind of takes the bike where it wants to go. God, that's a stretch. Keep jumping really far to the left here, and I want to experiment. I mean, I like that rut a lot. I liked what I did there, missing out the rough and then drifting into the rut later on. But I do want to go going down the full right-hand side. Oh, I do think that's step-onable though. I reckon you'll be able to get on top of that, which would be faster. Usually people will just find one line and stick to it. Because if there is a faster line in qualifying, that's the line they're going to be taking over and over and over again. So by the time the race happens, that's the line they are used to. So they'll just keep taking it. Usually if the track gets like too eroded and that one line just gets fully boofed, then people will start changing up after that. But it's not unfamiliar to stick in the same line for the full 2 motos. Oh, I keep forgetting that I've got no engine braking on this thing. I just changed down the gears there, and it didn't slow down at all. I think that's probably going to be the move for the 450 boys. Can I still get over this triple? Yes. Okay, I am a fan of that. That was decent. Trying to get over this damn tabletop, however, a bit of a stretch. It just naturally kind of wants to send you over to the left there. That was nice. Oh, I got cross-righted. She is tricky. It's tough on this because I want to take my time and be smooth, but then I also need to keep the momentum up just so I'm not bogging everywhere. It'll be hard trying to find that nice middle ground. He's done a good job of slowing it down compared to the last version of this track that we had. Try to stay out of the chop, then go over to the left. Where does this lead me? There's a lot of rough on the exit of that, so I think that kind of eliminates the need to go all the way out there. I was wondering just for me, on this bike, if I could carry more momentum to get up the hill quicker, but all of those acceleration bumps kind of put a stop to that on this. Oh, there she goes. Not good. Yes, Oliver, I am. So that inside rut there is really nice, but trying to find the right gear for it's going to be difficult. Because that was second there and I was still bogging. I think if I go all the way down to first, I'm going to be spending too much time then shifting up as soon as I come out the corner. There's something techie you can do here, I got a feeling. Yeah, it's identical, Brad. It's exactly the same. stressing me out that I can get really close to that on this, because 100% the 450s will be doing it. There we go. And then just got to turn a little bit more in the landing there and then scrub off. Oh, there she goes. Try and do it consistently though. Oh, don't know about that. Feels smooth when you do it right. Front end's fighting me the whole way. That one bail is going to give me so much stress there, I can feel it. I'm also torn between third gear and fourth gear up that hill. Not sure how I want to go about it. Definitely, it rewards you for being patient. Definitely very tricky trying to cut over from it to outside again there. Just with the way the bumps are. There's a bunch of boys riding them. I hope so. I haven't wanted to start a movement here. This is just for me, so I've got an excuse to do badly. But it would be cool seeing people not riding just 450 Yammies all the time. Track is very, very tricky though. Very tricky. This will bite you in the arse in no time if you take your eye off of it. I do think I need to mess around with some alternative lines though. Actually, if I sit on top of that rut there, I can definitely try and stay out of the rough stuff. Let's do a lap of alternative lines. Ah, missed the inside. That's that engine braking again. None of it. Doesn't exist. Oh my Christ, it's like hitting a brick wall. Cheese choppy. Oh. Ooh, hang on. I think I can just stay away out of all the shit there. Actually, I might be better off just taking the rut slightly to the left of it. You're kind of threading the needle between tagging your handlebars on it or not. Oh my Christ. You gotta be comfortable slamming into a lot of these bumps, and it's something I'm usually not very good at. Oh, was that what you was on about there, Brad? Yeah, I think because that bump just to the left of it is so tall, it stops you from getting cranked over very far, so it definitely limits how fast you can hit it. Oh, the amount of times I fall into that ditch, doesn't matter what year or version the track is. Hello, Golem. So if I go all the way to the outside here, I can cut down. Ah, see, I got inside of that again. Yeah, I'm not sure what the move is in that turn. Inside's going to be the 450 line, but I do struggle to get some speed up for the hill to get the triple clean. I don't think I've managed to slot into that really tight inside once yet. It's tough, like, because you're kind of trying to slow down, trying to turn, trying to hit all these choppy bumps. It's hard getting the bike stopped without any of the funky physics going on. Yeah, we've got 7 minutes until qualifying starts. That's definitely not how you want to hit this hill. That inside is a go slow to go fast kind of scenario. Is there any way of changing my brake sensitivity? So you see how is there any way of making it so it doesn't actually input for longer? Because the issue I'm having is I've got to, like, I can breathe on that brake for it to start like actually braking, and I only notice it on the 2-stroke, but the brakes feel like super sharp. So even if I'm accelerating, as soon as I barely touch that brake, like the bike almost comes to a dead stop. Can you change the dead zone on your brakes? That's a great shout if you can. Brake. Oh, you absolute legend. Yeah, if I've got it like that. Why is my brakes not actually maxed out at all? So if I do that. Ah, yeah, I got you. Okay. So maybe about there. Fuck it, let's slap on like a... I'm still barely touching that. put on like a 30 dead zone, why not? Oh, it's because my gain's here, isn't it? That's fine. I never break super hard anyway. Right, let's go get over into the servers. Do, 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 do. Is a hack online possible? Is that... I've never heard anyone call it the hack online, but is that stepping onto that big table? If so, there is a possibility for a quali line, but I would not... It's definitely harder than it would have been last year, or in the last version of the track that we had. Oh, holy shit, there's so many servers. Group 3? I'm always in Group 3 for some reason. I don't know how that works out. I agree, Transcend. It's a very love-hate relationship with this bike. If you get something perfect, you feel like you're absolutely insane in the game. And then if you get something just a tiny bit wrong, you just wobble around and it looks like you've never played the game before. Personally, I hold no value in the ranked lobbies, to be honest, Golan. So if you're happy with them performances, then W, happy for you. But to me, I don't hold much weight in them at all. I'm running the 120 rear tyre, yeah. No idea. I don't even know what my lap time was. I haven't been checking them. Definitely feels like a better way of doing it is not looking at the lap times all the time. Should we... Got Rax's in it. I think it's... I mean, Harrison usually has some pretty fast quali laps. JS7 does. I mean, Neon will usually have a good lap. It might be worth seeing... Who's in the pits? It might be worth just seeing what lines people are taking before I go out on the track. This is going to make me jealous really quickly, though, about the traction difference. That makes me feel good, that people are having troubles with the bumps. Excuse me. Reset delay in qualifying again. Was that my handle? I feel like I had more clearance there. Oh no, I'm fully cranked over. Was that handlebars or was that... God damn it, people are joining. So there it impacted. That's not handlebars. I think that's my... Oh, that is a trench. Holy. I think it's my swing arm hitting the ground. I'm going to be throwing a chain like everybody did in real life at Switzerland. Holy. See what the difference is like up the hill. It weren't crazy, although I don't know how good of a drive Neon got. You bastard. Oh. I do like that inside. It's hard not to overdo it with the front wheel. Yeah, the mission for today is just trying to qualify top 35. Anything after that is a bonus. Like, Rax is fine. If you're fast as someone like Rax, you can quite comfortably qualify on any bike. You'd probably do it on a 125 and be fine. I got to lock in for it. Are they oh, okay, they're still tripling over that roller. That is something I cannot do. I'm surprised to see that's doable, to be honest. That was nice. Big fan of that. Yeah, that one is tricky for me. I think it's because it's off camber. Well, what I mean by off camber, you know, it's on a bank, and you're hitting the wall quite hard. But I'm also not a big fan of the inside roller instead. I feel like it's really easy for the front end to wash. If I put an emphasis on trying to stand the bike upright, like, straight away, I think I can get away with it. Oh, damn it. I keep rider leaning too much, and the rider weight's pulling the bike all over the place. Didn't mind that at all. I like how the lines flowed into each other there. Didn't feel like I was having to cross over too many bumps. Okay, do not scrub it. Note to self. Qualifying should be starting any second now. The time has expired. Really need a wee. Not great timing to need a wee at all. But we'll have to hold it for 30 extra minutes. Uh-oh. I reckon if you hit the outside of the downhill fast enough, you could probably just jump the whole way down and clear all them braking bumps. I don't know what my best lap time is. I haven't got lap times on. I checked up then. Okay. That's doable. It's easier than trying to tiptoe your way over him if you can just send it over the whole thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a fan of that. Brad punching his desk right now. Quali might be... No, the qualifying hasn't started yet. This was just a little warm-up before the qualifying starts. So the time doesn't matter unless they'll start whenever. There we go. Right. I mean, look, Rax is at the top already. On the two-stroke. So if I don't qualify, it is purely a skill issue on my behalf. Not the best start I've ever seen. I'm not gonna... I am gonna go through as many attempts of laps as possible in this one, rather than just riding around. Because I think I'm gonna need them. Go take a piss, that'll take too long. Can't even afford to lose a minute. He messed up that corner so bad and he still just outdrove me up the hill. This fucking corner. My God, as soon as the front wheel touches it, I just explode. I think I'm just going to have to start taking the inside roller instead. I can't be affording to roll the dice every lap on if I'm going to survive it or not. This bike's going to stress me out already, I can feel it. There's no forgiveness on it, you gotta be so good. You see the weight pull me to the left there as well. Brother, come on. No, let me just one check, 5 litres, yeah, that's all cool. I might be better off just unbinding my lean left and right, or like rider lean left and right. Because it gives you no advantage on this thing, it just pulls you off the bike. Uh-oh. High chance my lap doesn't count. I reckon there's a timing gate on them bells. Why am I in 5th gear? I thought I was in 4th. It did not count. Ah, man. That's frustrating. I think that would have been a nice little banker lap there as well. Not too many big mistakes. That lap time counted. Okay, that's a good banker lap. Puts me P5 in this session. That's quite early on to set it as well, which is not too shabby. 42.5. Now, I've already seen Rax run a 140 on the two-stroke, so there's definitely a lot of time to gain there. Just got to clean her up a little bit. Clean up the lap. Blow a bit more. Thank you very much, Brad. Do really need a weed still, though. Would I say I'm a contender for the title on a two-stroke? No, probably not. All the same people that are really, really fast on the 450s will still be the same people that are really, really fast on two-strokes. They're just good at the game. I've really had 8 attempts at laps already. It doesn't feel like it. It's so easy for it to go wrong. Like, it's so easy to go wrong. Oh. Backwheel just did not make it into the rut there whatsoever. I both love and hate the suspension on this game at the same time. You can ride out some of the most outrageous overjumps and flatlands, but sometimes it'll just spring you back up to the moon when you don't want it to. Floating object, refund the track, please. Back end started popping up a bunch now that I'm trying to go a bit faster. Yeah, Rex is 1.5 seconds quicker on the same bike. So there's still potential there. This isn't going to mess me up having two people right in front of me at all. Too far to the fucking right again. Might have been able to finesse that time. I was a bit closer to the track than the other time. Oh no, it's gone anyway. I can't be bothered going back to the pits. I'm just going to beeline it across. See if I survive. Actually, I'm so much further away than I thought it was. It probably would have been quicker to go back to the pits. Way too long. And this dude being on my screen the entire lap's incredibly fucking annoying. Especially since I passed him and then, because we're just on a long uphill, just straight past me again. Can I share this free setup? No, because this one isn't free. This one now is a paid one. It's not great though, I'm 7th in this group. I'm hoping it should still be top 35 overall. That's how hard it's going to be just completely removing all of the 450 muscle memory and tendencies out of my brain. Because there's so many things that you can get away with on the big bike that this one just doesn't, and it just falls over. Gotta be extra cautious everywhere. I wish there was a way, I mean again, it's never going to happen because the dev never updates his game. That makes him hundreds of thousands, if not millions. I've never heard that notification in my ear, ever. Thank you very much, Mr. Akubino. I don't even know what that just said. That scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it's never going to happen because the dev never updates his game. But the ability to just press a reset button on your controller, or being able to pause and go back to the pits on your controller rather than having to take your hands off and get on the keyboard and then go back to the pits and then leave again and then get on the controller again, that'd be nice. Not great. Wish people would make, you wish to make it so you could see people's setups. Is there any simulator game on the planet where you can see the exact setups people are using? People are definitely about to say F1, where you can copy your leaderboard times. That is not a simulator game. I know Bikes isn't as realistic as we'd like it to be, but it's trying to be a simulator game. So you can't see people's stuff on sim. Yeah, people sell their setups on MX Simulator as well, it's just not as common as Bikes is. Usually it's not like a suspension brand per se, it'll be like a pro guy who's got good shit and it'll be like selling my setup folder, for example. I'm not sure where the best move is to go in that left-hander, it's all a little bit tricky. Not too sure. Barboso is like a 50-year-old Italian man. Don't believe he's ever ridden a motocross bike in his life. I'm pretty sure he said that. He's a road bike guy. But then again, MX Bikes is GP bikes but reskinned. I also really... Just let me turn off people. I don't want to see people on my screen whilst I'm trying to focus on a qualifying lap. If I can't collide with them, give me the option to not even be able to see them, because they serve no purpose there. So now I'm going to start a lap around this guy, and he's probably going to pass me on one of the long straights, and I'm not going to be able to see the ruts at all. Hang on, so far so good. Got the edge. I wanted to test there to see if you could actually filter into that rut and cut down, but it appears you cannot. At least not at any sort of speed, you have to check up quite a lot to get that right. No, I can't do anything with my Steam controls. As soon as I turn Steam input on, the game doesn't recognise my PS4 controller anymore. And that is conversation I'm not going through for the 100th time of people suggesting this, that and the other, and then me saying I've tried that, and I've tried that, and I've tried that. There's a couple of bumps on the far outside there that really just rob all of your speed. Some laps I'll go through these braking sections and feel absolutely fine, and then others my bike will just get rocked all over the place. I'm not feeling any consistency right now. I mean, I just need a fast lap. I don't need consistency for the time being, at least, anyway. Not far enough. That's so frustrating. That's so slow. And it messes the next left-hander up as well. Not sure why I'm carrying this lap on. It's not going to be fast, there's so many mistakes. Such a messy last couple of corners. Don't think it was faster in the end. Oh, it was such a nice start to the lap. But it was a little bit quicker. Actually, no, it was about half a second quicker, but it didn't actually gain me any positions. The thing that's nuts to me is I usually lap fish in Supercross consistently, and I've never heard of Andrew 111. Max is in the 39s, 39.2. That's oh my god, that's 2.5 seconds quicker on the same bike. How does he do it? The man is an absolute machine. It's crazy work. There's only 4 minutes left. I haven't been banned, no drips, and it looks like nobody got banned for leaving last week. There was a couple of people outside of me, so it doesn't look like it's just YouTube privilege. It looks like they didn't enforce it on anybody. So it's my lucky day. I mean, even if they did, I'd be commentating anyway, so I'd still be streaming. How... I'm really sorry for sounding like a broken record. How am I... And why is he carrying on his lap? How am I meant to see where I'm meant to be going to get into this? I was trying to go inside right here. How am I meant to spot the inside rut when I've just got an entire fucking bike sideways across my screen? You just have to get lucky sometimes and just not be near anybody at the start of a lap. But there's usually so many people near the finish line at all times because people are just going for laps over and over again. By the time you get around halfway through the lap, you're alright. Everyone's thinned out or crashed and restarted already. Okay, I don't think I'm going to try and go for that tight inside there. Some of them bumps are just a little bit too big, I think, for this bike to be turning across them. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Ride it out. Clean! We're up. Happy thoughts. No, I'm fairly chill. But they do say do what you do best, so I feel like any time complaining about the way the game is, it's what I do best. So I don't think there's a nice... It's weird, because that's only going to get trickier with the road as it comes in as well. So it's just the bike's dancing all over the place. Well, that was not terrible, but you basically have to stop and turn and then go again by the time you want to get to the exit of that route. Which is fine, again, on the 450, but momentum is your friend on the two strokes. You need to keep as much of it as possible. This is not going to be a good lap. I don't even know why I'm going for this. Got 6 people on my screen. You fucker. Right at the end, why? Oh, it actually was quicker. Even with going off the track there, it was 1/10 quicker than my lap was, but still I didn't gain any positions. Now, there's 2 seconds from me to the guy in 9th in this lobby. That's nuts. Yeah, it was 1/10 quicker. So 41.6, what was the ideal? It's got to be in the 40s. 40.4, so I could have gone 1.2 seconds faster than I did. Rax is pretty much capped out on his ideal. He's only 3/10 off. Yeah, I can get another 1.2 on a fully clean lap there. I changed the HUD because in the actual races, I would spend too much time looking at all the times on the side, and it would cause me to crash a lot more because I wouldn't be focusing. So that's why. I don't know if Thomas is lurking in here. I think Thomas said he's currently working on a OBS plugin that I can put on my recording software. So then you guys will be able to see the times in the stream, but I won't be able to see them on my screen. So it gives you guys information without distracting me too much. Should we do a practice start? I've got no idea what this thing's going to handle like with over 9 litres of fuel in it. Thomas is great, I completely agree. Big old W for the community. Hello, Rux. What? Oh, never mind, I changed my clutch button. So the start gates on here are different. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, because I think my bike... Actually, let's try second gear. I was going to say third, but I think as soon as the wheel touches... Nah, fuck it, we'll go third. We'll try third. So usually the move on these starts is to sit down and lean all the way back, but I kind of want the rear wheel to spin a bit. Just get the revs up in third. I mean, HM was a lot further ahead there, parallel, but that wasn't as bad of a jump as I expected. Thomas is a Swede, is he? We have a lot of nice Swedish guys in this community. I need to have a wee before we do anything else. I've been holding it in the entirety of qualifying. So, back in a second. Right. Let's have a look. I'll be surprised if the times are up this quickly, to be honest. But we'll have a look nonetheless. We're 95 subscribers on Twitch now. We are very, very close to the 100. I think I get a badge for 100. I keep getting notifications from Twitch every now and then saying that I've reached a new, like, milestone. So... I got one that says New Day, New Stream 4. I've got an achievement called Clockwork 3. I don't know what half this stuff means. So yeah, if you have unused primes, give me all of that Jeff Bezos money. Completely free. Track sketch? Yeah, it's good sketch though, I think. Like, it's difficult, but it's meant to be. Like, we always, I mean, me particularly, I always complain about tracks being too easy or too fast. These ones will bite you in the arse if you're not perfect all the time. What is going on this server? Why did it just do another start, like a race start again? I've never seen that before. Usually it ticks over to a race start by itself and then the server disconnects after that. Hey, I'll take the opportunity to do another start, why not? I hate now I've left because I feel, you know when you're like slightly off-centre from your screen? I best get used to these gates over here, because this is probably where I'm going to be starting from with the bad gate selection. That was an incredibly long wait. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, the time's up. They are. Jesus Christ. Tyler is a second quicker than everybody else. Troy qualified 4th? Holy Troy! Bro's munching. Bro's improved so much just in this last year alone. It's not looking good, bruv. So just to show you there's levels to this. Rax has qualified 6th on that thing. And I am all the way down here in 27th on what I actually felt was a decent lap. Only 6/10. 6/10 off of not qualifying. Wow. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I guess I technically didn't have a good lap at all, because I went off the track on this lap here. But hey, we made it in. That was the difficult thing. We got that done. There's a lot of people in like the 139 to 140 area. So 39.3 through to there. It's like 13 or so positions. Honestly, I think I probably could have gained like another half second max, which still only would have taken me to like 25th. So there's a big old jump there. So we'll see how the races go. I think this is going to put such a big emphasis on trying to be smooth and consistent. The game's so sweaty now, 100%. I agree. So it's just very, very comp these days. It's odd, because I'll use the Supercross results as an example here. I find that currently, look at these sweaty fuckers, Moto Academy GP Road practice server. I find that the competition is the most stacked it's ever been, but also the most shit. What I mean by that is if you take like EU Supercross as an example, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have Cam winning by 30 seconds. But then after that, you've got like from 2nd place through to 15th place that can all finish in any position between 2nd and 15th at any time. So it's like the mid-pack is really, really compact and really close together, where the top is then like that extra level above, that extra step ahead. Thank you very much, Tommy. Where's Finn? Finn retired like 2 years ago. He's off enjoying real life. He definitely, I think he dipped at like the perfect time. But yeah, we've done the hard bit today. We qualified. So whilst it definitely hurts the pride and the ego a little bit, seeing myself as far down as 27th, we've done what we needed to do. The next goal is to just try and score points. So if I can get a top 20 in either of the motos, that's what we're going for next. I haven't... Actually, let me check Discord. I need to see if they're... No, they haven't done it yet. I don't know if they're staggering races, or if they're running them all simultaneously. It looks like they put the race servers up with 20 people by mistake. People saying you can now double over the oh, hang on. Let me test something. I don't know what kind of angle you have to hear this from. Apparently you can double around this next right-hander after the uphill triple. Excuse me? How? What kind of angles are we working with here? Yeah, I'll call cap on that. I don't know about that. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with Discord, see people's overall thoughts on the track. Troy says, this track hard as my morning wood. Froxy says, hardest track I've ever ridden, looking like a beginner at Forest trying to get around, so that's good. But it looks like people saying that the track's hard. It doesn't look like they're saying it's shit because it's hard.
Man, I think I shot my load too fast in this last turner.
Now I know what the soundbite is. Thank you very much, Chase, for the prime there. That is a Wild Hunter Lawrence on the interview, shooting his load too fast. Yeah, usually people say, like, if a track is just arse. Because I think there's a difference between being hard just for the sake of it and actually being hard in the right places. So, general feedback in Discord, good. Track is enjoyable, might be best track of all time. Good stuff. Love that. Yeah, Michael, just something different. The other thing that I wanted to try and see if it's doable is I saw Neon go for it, and I'm guessing the 450 boys might be doing it consistently, is tripling up this next hill. Because you can do it on other iterations of this track. So I don't know if it's just the 250 things. Yeah, I don't think I've quite got the oomph to get up and over that. Just going to have to check up and play it safe instead. Right, no server announcements just yet. Unless I've missed them. Oh, here we go. Cool, no staggered either, so it's going to be a quick night as well. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I've no clue what kind of gate I'm going to get here. I don't think it matters either. This start is notoriously chaotic though. Because you come into that first corner with a lot of speed, and it is just a really sharp 180 left. Unfortunately, I'm going to be really, really far over to the right, so I don't think checking up and just tuck into the inside is going to be an option, because the inside is going to be so far away. Can you take me out in race 1 or 2? What kind of question is that? What do you want me to answer that question with? What I will do is take a quick screenshot of you saying that, so then if you do take me out, I can just upload the clip and say that it was intentional, so then I can get you banned for a week. Because that is one of the most retarded things I've ever read. Even if it's by mistake. There we go. Yeah, you haven't missed anything yet, Marcus. We're just loaded into the server. F's in chat. Did you not make it in, Rum? I saw Reese's name on there. I didn't pay enough attention to try and find yours as well. Right. I'm just going to do something like that and just see where the game puts me. I think I'm still going to be really far to the outside. Cowie wasn't the move. I could have told you that. before you even tried it at Sardinia. I don't know how you done as well as Sardinia as you already did. The annoying thing is, whilst it is very, very nice seeing someone like Rax also ride a two-stroke, just have fun, he does kind of put me to shame. Because if he rode a normal bike, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I made it in, I qualified 27th, but I'm the only two-stroke in the race, W's, it looks good. But now it's a case of I qualified 27th, but Rax still qualified 6th on the same bike. It's like, well, now I'm just arse. Now I'm just still shit. So I love it and hate it at the same time. But it is nice seeing one of the title contenders just being more chill about it, not being too tryhard. I think that Cowie will probably have the same problem I'm having on this track run, where you just kind of skip across the top of the bumps rather than actually soaking them up. For some reason, the Cowie suspension just doesn't exist no matter what you do to it. You may as well slap some 2x4s on the swing arm. 250 has that option as well. So I'm on a 250 now, you can't... No, the 300's in the MX3 category, so you wouldn't be able to ride it in this. This is a very nice realistic game, by the way. I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching the brake, and I'm just not rolling down this hill. This is me just pushing the bike forwards and backwards, not accelerating, and it just stops by itself. Make that make sense. Oh, look at the strength. Just reverse his way up there. I know what the excuse is. Rex sent me a setup for that bike like 10 minutes before quali started, and I didn't put it in because it was too late. So clearly the one different setup will gain me an extra 2 point whatever seconds. That's it. That's what we can blame it on. I don't think I ever get used to the reset delay. Because it only happens once a week. You kind of just, you forget how long 3 seconds feels like when you're just sat there waiting to respawn. Okay, okay. Two for two. 3 for 3. Nope, not 4 for 4. Couldn't do it. Do reset delay in testing? No, but you could just not press respawn and count in your head for 3 seconds. And technically, you can make the reset delay as long as you want it to be in testing. There's no limits. I've had times before where I've set my reset delay to an hour. You know, I've crashed, left to go and have dinner or something, then come back and I'm still on the ground. Very, very long lap times. That was such a harsh crash for a not terrible ping difference. Just 2-stroke things. The race starts whenever everybody gets into the server. There's no set time. That's all we're waiting for right now. Just the race to start. It does baffle me as why it takes people so long to join a fucking race server though. The announcement went up already at least 5 minutes ago and we're still waiting on 2 people. Well, actually, that might not be true, because I can already tell you that the server is buggy for me, because... Where is he? Oh, it doesn't show it anymore. Did he leave? No. Somebody had a slightly different colour name. I think it's here. I don't know how well you can see that, but MT, it's number 67. His name is slightly whiter than the rest. But what that means is, he's in the server, but I'm not going to see him in my game. He might be able to see me, but I won't be able to see him at all. So I could ride through him without knowing about it. I'd be absolutely fine and he'd get sent flying. I don't know what causes it. It happens every now and then. So rest in peace, MT. I definitely think 9.5 litres of fuel is going to be over the top. But better to have too much than not enough. I started a couple of movements over the years. I started the TM250 movement. Twice, actually. So once was the current one before they banned it, and once was back in 2021. I started riding the TM250 in Supercross. And won on it, and then people started using that all the time as well. It wasn't actually good back then, it was really heavy. But I just liked it. I got a lot of people using Hondas in 2023 GPs, got a lot of people using gases in 2024 GPs. So lead and they will follow, sometimes, not all the time. Less so now that I don't get as good results as I used to. Because I think that's the biggest thing, if people see you get a good result on a bike, then they know it's somewhat capable, and then they'll give it more of a chance. If you're riding around in 30th, then they're going to just be like, oh yeah, that bike's absolutely booty cheeks. So I've got no idea what to expect from this race. It could go great. I could get like 15th, which I'd be happy with. I could be riding around in 30th the whole time. We'll see how it goes. Actually, using the Cowie, to be fair, that wasn't me. That Cowie was OP from everybody. I just followed the crowd on that one. We just have to make sure we do not rage quit this one. I mean, quali was fine. My best lap, I went off the track by mistake. Like a slower off the track. It didn't help me at all. So I definitely could have gone quicker. But 27th, needed top 35, got 27th. Had about half a second of wiggle room in there. I thought I'd be a little bit higher than that. I thought we'd be around about 20th, just based on my qualifying group. Yeah, how's the biggest suspension brand in the game about to say the track might be too rough? Just change some clickers, bro. Easy. There's only 2 people on it in this race, just me and Rax. So I only announced I was going to be riding a 2-stroke last night. And Rax was just in there and be like, yeah, you know what, I'll do it as well. So W. No, I think the 350's arse. I've tried it a bunch of different times. I've slapped my 450 suspension on it, and it's just not a great bike. It doesn't... In an ideal world, the 350 would give you the benefits of like the 250 traction, but with the power of almost a 450, and it just doesn't. It's like the traction's not as good and it's slower. So it doesn't end up being that great. I'm not telling you you can't enjoy it. I'm just saying I've tried it numerous times and I don't enjoy it myself. No, I don't know how to make setups. I've never made my own. I just use what I get given. I would tell you that setups are placebo if you're doing your usual casual tracks like your forests and that, but when you get to a track like this one today, for example, where it's super rough, it does matter. I also think it matters on really whipped out sand tracks, and it also matters in whoop sections in Supercross. Outside that, there is a lot of wiggle room. But I do think people think it will gain you more time than it does. I think a lot of time you get like beginner or intermediate level players that think they're going to gain 5 to 10 seconds from a setup. Realistically, it's usually like 2 seconds, 3 seconds maximum on a really beat up track. It's not like insane night and day difference, but it will help you. Right, I think we're good. We are. Choice says he's got a 10-mile run after this. That's cap. Bro has done nothing so far this year. I checked the Strava. I should go for a run after this, since I haven't done anything in ages. Probably won't be outside, because it's dark, and I'll probably get stabbed based on where I live. But I'll go to the gym. Get on the treadmill. I might get on the rower, actually, rather than running. Try and get some arms involved there to try and get a little bit better bike fitness. Right. Let's see how this is going to go. Wish me luck, everybody. 30 minutes of potential torture. No! You gotta be kidding me. Is it just me and him? Oh my god. Gamers, we're gonna have to make a compilation at some point of just how unlucky you can get. Because it seems to always be me. Doesn't matter where I do, what I do, where I go. The bikes just find me all the time. Get the fuck away from me. I'm not going to start raging too soon. I want to say something really, really bad about Andrew. And it's like faster in qualifying but can't go in a straight line. I'm just going to have to tiptoe for these first couple of laps, let all the drama sort itself out. Try and pass all these bikes whilst they're laid on the ground. See where we come out in. I'm gonna hit that. Oh, that was lucky. My bumhole just puckered so much. Holy. More bikes. Yeah, I got blessed with that one. So we've had an unlucky and a quite lucky. So we're neutral right now. Right, where are we? End of lap 1. We're 14th! We're in points! Fuck yeah! Okay, that could have been a lot worse than it was. We'll take that. I am in no rush to get anywhere on this track. I will take my time. Qualified 27th. Brad will definitely come back past me, so I'm hoping that he can do it cleanly. Just checking I can cut over here without cutting anyone's nose off. Oh, don't go down. Ooh. I'm in 10th. How? I'm doing better than I do on a 450. What's going on? Oh, the bike does feel slow with this much fuel in it though. Got a train of riders behind me. I like that line around the outside. It just keeps me away from any ruts, any drama. That was a rather be safe than sorry situation. Oh, my fellow two-stroke brother. That's third place in front of me. What the fuck is going on? Troy's in second. Oh my goodness. Let's go, Troy. Fuck yeah. That is absolutely heartbreaking that there's so many people so close to me. The fact this lapper is still sitting inside the race lines in front of all of us when he knows he's being lapped because he's been lapped by like 4 people in 10 seconds is nuts. He's just unlapped himself. Last lap. No! Ah! Fuck! I'm going to lose like 3 positions now. I had to try going for it. There was fourth right there. That was a lapper as well. Fuck. I think I've just gone from potential 4th back to 7th. Just gave her a little too much pepper. I genuinely thought for a second in that race we was going to get on the podium on the 2-stroke. That would have been nuts. 7th is not bad at all. It's still fucking annoying that Rax had to be the highest place 2-stroke, but that was pretty good. I was still happy with that. From dead last as well, yeah, I was last in turn 1. I was at the very, very back. Oh, yeah, I really thought I had to go for it. You know, there's a 4th place right in front of me. I had to try and go for it a little bit. This track is absolutely cooked after one Moto. This is going to be so difficult in Moto 2. Oh, shall we see how much Cam won by? Oh, Jesus Christ, a minute. That is nuts. Holy fade. What happened to Troy? Was in 2nd at one point. Because I saw him in front of me and I saw the number 2 next to his name. I think he was 3rd on track position, but he must have been 2nd on cuts. And I was just like, oh my god, Troy's in 2nd? That was super close from Neon in 3rd all the way back to, I think, like 1 behind me. That was not bad though. That was, that felt pretty good. Look how much fuel I have left. We're going to take some fuel out. Holy shit. Lap times are already gone, unfortunately. I didn't do it quick enough. Had 4 litres of fuel left. Holy shit. That's nuts. I really enjoyed that. I was so locked in. I thought I must have gone, what, like 20 minutes without saying a word. That was not shabby at all. Callum was calling out the bad lapper as well. That is not bad. And I actually enjoyed that as well, because it felt like an achievement doing that on the 2-stroke. Whereas I think I could have had that exact same race that I just did on the 450 and be like super, super annoyed that I still finished 7th. Whereas now it's like, yeah, don't mind it. Went for it. Didn't go so well. It is what it is. Yeah, it's a common theme in these races that some of the lappers do genuinely have the same pace as the people near the top. The downside is that they crash a lot, but because they think they've got that same pace, they'll just try running with you rather than letting you by, and it can be really frustrating, especially now with reset delay as well. Like if they do mess you up, it's so much worse. Do I still think 2-strokes aren't comp? Yeah, 100%. They're still a pretty arse lethal. I ain't gonna lie, that thing was a pig to try and get around that track. I must have been a good like 4 seconds a lap slower than the people around me. They just kept all crashing. Like how many times did KFC or Tyler come flying past me, Mach 10, and then crash 2 corners later? That's just because I was just trying to tiptoe around the track. I don't think I'm commentating NA today. I asked Not Found before EU even started, and he said he's going to check with Ed and let me know either way, but he thinks Ed is about today. So I don't think I am needed. I'll tell you what, I have not locked in like that for a long time. My eyes are stinging. And I don't want to single people out. I'm going to single him out a little bit because he almost took me out on that one from just not going in a straight line. There are people that qualify in front of me and still get lapped in the races. So that's why I can't hold too much weight in the 27th. That's another point. I qualified 27th. I was running second from dead last. Like, that was nuts. Thank you very much, Todd.
You and Rax are keeping the game fun to watch. What a race.
It was nice, although Rax did beat me, which kind of takes away from the achievement a little bit because he was the best two-stroke. Me and Rax were, what, like 4th and 5th at one point there? And like we was going up to that triple uphill, and he was looking behind, putting his hand up, and then I put my hand up to him. So it's just that little bit, you know, if any of you ride road bikes, anytime you pass another road bike coming up your way, you give them like a little nod, just like a, you're right, just like a sign of respect, and it felt like that. It did feel good. But you could see how much quicker the 450s were. I was just trying to keep her up on two wheels. Yeah, it's that track was really, really tricky. Like, really tricky. I noticed the last 3 laps or so, just out of nowhere, this bump right here has started yeeting me to the absolute moon. And then I kind of land somewhere down here. Like, this whole corner is really, really tricky for me. Like, trying to turn and stop on these braking bumps, they don't even look that bad in this camera. But I'm finding it really hard to get the bike cranked over. But then the issue is you can't lean it over too far, because if you're too far low in it, your front end's going to wash. So you have to get leant over while still staying quite high in the rut, and then you have to straighten it up for a bit here, and then you have to turn again. But then you have to try and stay super high up here, because if you get down into this shit, especially on the 250, it's just going to rob all of your speed. Like, it's really, really difficult, really choppy. Like, you can see how much these are going away. Some of these are turned into like walls from how steep they are. So slow and steady for sure. This corner's hella techy. The bumps on the inside are harder, but the exit's nicer, whilst the entrance to this corner is easier, but the exit's more difficult, because just as you get to this bit here, you have to cut down just that little bit extra, but the bike wants to go this way, so then it's really easy for the front or back end to slide out. It's how you know that this corner is particularly one-lined. We've built a shelf in the rut from where everybody's been going so high in it. It's eroded, so this would have gone up like this usually, but all the dirt's been pushed to the left where everyone's been in here. And I'm pretty sure these inside ruts are better. But I don't want to take the risk of just losing the front or the back end. So I'm slamming into this outside, but it's getting really, really jagged with the erode. I'm not sure how viable that's going to be for the whole of Moto 2. No, race 2 will start in about 3 minutes. I also don't think it's that fast either, but I'm liking the line I have down here of coming out wide and then swinging across and filtering into this inside. I do just kind of miss all this chop out. And this inside up here is getting really, really techy as well. The rut itself isn't too bad. It's this single coming out of it that's starting to kick the back end about a bunch. So I might just have to start taking this outside and just hitting it slower, because it's really easy for your handlebars to hit this dirt on the inside. And I think I'm just going to carry on taking this outside here like I was and staying out of all the shit. Because you get such a good slingshot up and over this. Yeah, this Moto 2 is going to be hard. I feel like it's good coming down on the ground level here in between races so you can see what's actually going on the track. It's got to be hard to tell what's happening when you're just watching. I'm trying to stay out of a lot of these sharp braking bumps. I'm coming more to the left here. This inside rut's still quite nice. A lot of people are still going around this outside here. But then they're also able to come up and triple up to this inside still. And I'm just... but there's actually, it looks like there's no road here. I think I'm the only person jumping up to the left at the top of this hill. And I was going inside a lot here. But with how the track's breaking down, it's getting really easy to cross rut. So I think I'm better off just going around like the outside. And then maybe even trying to exit this outside early and coming up here and missing the bumps and just braking a bit harder. Yeah, it's not an easy track in the slightest. Very tricky. Yeah, suspension wasn't doing much at that point, but then I don't think anyone's is, which is why there was so many crashes. If the checkered flag could have came out 10 minutes early, we would have been in second. It would have been great. But them extra 10 minutes, so I think a lot of the 450 like heavy hitters outside of Cam, it looks like they all got pretty bad starts. So it took them until the last 10 minutes to really work their way towards the front. That was good though. It's a good sign for the two-stroke. The fact that I can qualify 27th and be running second in the race is just nuts to me. I don't understand how people can set such a good one lap, but then be arse in a race. Like, surely that skill's got to translate over to a certain extent. Right. Oh god, I'm tired. Race number 2. Here we go again. I fear we may have peaked. We may have peaked too soon in the two-stroke era, but we scored points. That's what I wanted to do, so we'll just try and do the same again. We'll see if I get unlucky in turn 1 again and hit the one bike that's down. You slept through quality? That's not good. You're not going to be running many fast lap times whilst you're sleeping. I think I've got a slightly further inside gate than last time. I literally blinked the second the gate dropped. Oh, we're going straight. It's third to last this time, not dead last. It's an improvement. Don't know if we're going to be able to get over this triple. No! That's fucking infuriating. I was doing so good at picking my way through people there. I think that was... I mean, I just saw white. I think that was Reese's bike that I just got caught on. Couldn't get away from it. God damn it, that's so many positions. Probably cuts as well. Here, Rack's behind me. I'm dead. Oh my god. Please go faster, I beg of you. Fuck me, he's so slow. Just had to give that up to Troy. I was going to go down otherwise. I feel like I catch the slow people at the worst part of the track where it all filters down to one line. What the fuck are we doing? Why? I don't understand people. Not only have you cross-jumped the shit out of me, you've decided to scrub right next to me as well. I've got the loudest bike in the lobby. You can hear me. I know you know I'm there. I'm just getting caught up in so much shit right now. I just want to clear these people and carry on with the rest of the race. Fuck's sake. Out of my way, you bunch of shitters. Just want a clear track and some breathing room. Right, we have breathing room now. think Rax just has too much aura. Anytime I see him around me, I ride bad. Oh my god, how have I survived? What has just happened to me? Yeah, okay, fine. I was just shocked by what I've just seen. I don't know if that was Cam or somebody else just sat up there facing the wrong way. It looks like people are definitely giving the track more respect than they did in the first Moto, so coming through the pack doesn't seem to be quite as easy. People are keeping her up on two wheels more. Although there is a big group of people in front of me. Fuck's sake. It's so easy just to... I didn't even press the fucking reset button. Oh, it's so easy just to get the weight the wrong side and it pulls you down to the ground. And I'm stuck facing the wrong way. I'm not even trying to go faster, I'm just out of rhythm now. That's so much time lost. Feel free to time out, call MXBGP or anybody if there's any mods in it. Stay on. Yeah, I will say before this race is even done, or before I lose more positions from crashing, this is one of the best race tracks I've ridden in a very, very long time. The way it's broken down, and the way you're being forced to take other ruts and go slow into the corners. That's so good. I know there's going to be some people in aerial pits after the race is done saying that the track's arse. And they're going to say that out of frustration because it's genuinely challenging and tricky. That could not be further from the truth. It is a very, very well built track. So I hope Mrs. B. Clay is feeling extra generous tonight. Because the boy needs some sucky sucky. He's done a good job. Yes, and if I wasn't a taken man, I'd volunteer to do it myself. I hope he can replicate this across some of the other tracks for the remainder of the year. I know he tries changing things up depending on what the track's like in real life, but as a base, I think the way this has been built is great. I feel like I've still got a chance of a top 10 here. I'm not sure whose lappers and whose positions now though. Oh, I think that's position. Got 7 minutes plus a lap to go, so we've still got time. No. Oh, the front end just washed on me. Got the wrong side of the braking bump. Just pushed it in too deep. Or loudly deep. I keep forgetting to press the respawn button. I'm just expecting the delay to kick in and then it resets it myself, but that is not the case. So I'm probably having about 5-second reset delays at the moment, just from my own stupidity. Oh, my fingers on my left hand are cramping so bad. 230 plus ones Do take it out of the old man hands. I'm going to get lapped. I've just got the blue flag. You have to keep an eye behind me to see where Cam or Tyler is. It's probably one of them two. Enough, plus one lap to go. Oh shit, it's his position. I thought it was a lap up. It's Callum. I'm so slow here compared to the 450s because they can triple up to that inside. Leon's out of fuel, or he's had enough. It's last lap, so I might have to try and make some aggressive moves again. He's fucking dead. The pressure got to him. No, I'm fucking dead. What has just happened? Well, I spoke too soon, didn't I? No safe finish around these parts. Does that give me 10th because of that crash? It does. Oh wait, no. I thought that was last lap. I didn't get a last lap flag there, and I didn't get a finish flag either. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. So time has been expired for quite a while. And now I'm seeing the last lap flag. But did I get lapped when I was on the ground? Maybe, I don't know. No, because then they would have crossed the line. Okay, so this is the actual last lap. And I'm just up there. I'm going to need a mistake out of him though. Okay. Wasn't quite as great as the first one was, but I'm still very, very happy with how that race went after the first maybe like 5 minutes or so. Oh, God. I had to work my arse off for that. That track might be one of the combination of the most fun but also most difficult I have ridden in my 6 years of playing this game. That was really, really, really good. So that was so much fun. My hands, my wrists are hurting. Oh my God, I was death gripping the controller. Oh, but you know what? 2 top 10s on the 2-stroke, not too shabby. Where did Rex get in that one? I think he was up there. Yeah, he got 6th. Okay, so solid results for the two strokes. Troy was like 10 seconds up the road. I don't know why I thought it was the last lap with like 4 laps left to go. Well, that's just my old age showing. I think I'm seeing things. But that was really, really enjoyable. People aren't happy by the looks of it. And Neon's doing a bit of rage typing mid-race. Jake's telling Tero to get back to ranked. Where did I have... Oh, Tero went down to full tier. I don't know what... It's all kind of a blur, especially when you have reset delay on the crashes. You don't kind of realise who's going past you when you're on the ground, because sometimes the camera angle's not orientated in a way. But I was battling with Davey and Jake with not that long left, and Davey ended up 18th and Jake was 13th, and I don't remember passing them. Same as I don't remember repassing Tero back after he got past me. But that was great. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope it's not just going to be a case of like honeymoon period. Aiden, I'm sorry, I completely disagree. I think that was one of the best like competitive racetracks we've had in a very, very long time. The tracks 100% do work. You just have to choose the right lines and slow down. I can agree with you on the bad start stuck with goons thing though, because I was stressed. But in the first race, I was down in turn 1. You have to be overly cautious, and it's hard to be overly cautious when you already have the mindset of, I've got a bad start, I need to catch up. Look at Moddy chat. My mod chat rum or Daddy Daycare. Oh, Daddy Daycare. Hang on, let's have a look at these quickly. They're clips of my stream, so I should be able to bring them up on the stream. Oh, was it you, Rum? Wait. No, it wasn't. Oh, no, it would have been Reese, wouldn't it? This one was outrageous, by the way. This was Cleoxy. Alright. Actually, you can't even see what I'm seeing. I haven't got display capture on. This cross jump from Cleoxy is absolutely outrageous. So, go back here. Goes outside to outside here, which I can't blame him on, because he is in front of me on his screen. He's got no idea that I'm here. So I check up and go inside. And then he's come from far right. He's now coming all the way over to here. So he's still aiming left. And then scrubs a big old fat one in my face. I have no idea how I stayed up on 2 wheels. That was nuts. But genuinely, I thoroughly enjoyed them 2 races. I think that's one of the best racetracks. And I emphasize that, racetracks, because people can have fun on their fantasy tracks. You know, have I just loaded the same one twice? Yes. People can have fun on their fantasy tracks by all means, but in terms of a racetrack that eroded well, was tricky, offered multiple viable lines, you had to search, you had to slow down in the rough so you didn't just die. I really enjoyed that. He's fucking dead. Rest in peace. Oh no, we don't see that. We don't see me making fun of someone crashing and then me crashing myself. But yeah, I don't know if it's just honeymoon period, if we got lucky tonight, or if the races moving forwards are going to go like that as well. But that was so much more fun to me than the usual races have been. Like, I did like that a lot. And the good news is, I believe Mr. B. Clay is also making the AMA outdoors tracks. So Stoney's passing the torch over, so I'm very curious to see what Brad's rendition of them tracks are going to be like. If he can, because the nature of the American tracks, they are a lot faster paced than the GP tracks are anyway. Just the tracks layouts tend to be that way. So if Brad's able to find a way of slowing the AMA tracks down too, I think it's going to be great. Really, really good. I'm not sure about overall, but I went 7-9, which is definitely my best overall so far anyway. And I don't know how I've managed that on this thing. What could have been, though, could you imagine if I finished second in that first moto? We was actually really, really close. Just hit the big old choke right at the end. I don't believe the graphics are public. I don't think so. Although I have just noticed BP fully just flipped the FXR logo. I know usually you flip a logo and then you rotate it, but I think he's just fully mirrored it because this is slanted to the right in terms of like italics slanted to the right, and this is slanted to the left. So wrong way. LBP. Awful. Awful designs, awful graphics. You hate to see it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I really, really did enjoy that. I'm going to keep an eye out on the NA race later today. Maybe me and Rax have lit a spark in the community. Maybe we'll see some 252 strokes in NA later. I very much doubt it, because it's going to be... The issue with NA is, because those guys have longer to practice the track, to try and qualify into the race on the two-stroke will be harder than it is for us to qualify in EU on the two-stroke. That's just how it is. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Actually, should we... Sorry, I always do this. I always delay the outros. Shall I move the Twitch viewers over? Shall I do a raid quickly? We've got 18 people on Twitch. Let me... Who should we raid? Search, actually, same category. That's easier than me typing in MX Bikes. What on earth is that? I think it's in like Google Drive or something. Fastest guy in the room? I want to go to somebody with nobody. I went to Jakey before, so we won't do Jakey again. We'll go for... Not Brock either. I feel like Brock's been live for, is that 19 minutes or 19 seconds? I feel like he's just chucked the stream up to get some viewers in there. We'll go for Mr. Rifles. Why not? We'll throw people over there. Start raid. I have to wait for a countdown? Okay, hang on. 3, 2, 1, and raid now. So there you go. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. I will see you Wednesday at the very latest for some MX Simulator qualifying. We'll see if we can do well in that one as well.